Hi.
Hi. Can you unmute yourself so that we will have an interactive lectures, please? Unmute yourself. I can see Teresa. I can see Sharon. I can see Shreya H. I can see HP. I can see Yesa Madugu. I can see Olushola. Yeah, you are all welcome to the session. I'm pleased to meet you today. Yeah, it's only Teresa that I can see. Where are the rest of you? All right. There is some technical fault, so we are trying to correct the faults, yeah, so that I'll be able to share my screen with you. So bear with me a moment, okay? All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Can you give me the meeting ID? Where is it? That's not A. Seven, five, three, yeah, quickly. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm still waiting. Please bear with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There is some technical fault here. Yeah. Hello. All right. Hello again. We are still trying to fix it, okay? So I might be receiving calls. When the call comes, I will stop and receive it. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome again. Welcome back again. It's nice to see you today. So today is my first time of meeting you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is the first time of meeting you. So we are going to have introduction. We have to introduce ourselves, isn't it? Yeah. When you meet someone for the first time, what do you have to do? You have to introduce ourselves. So I will start by introducing myself. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I can see a gentleman here. Yes. All right, I am Rosalind. I'll just tell you a little bit about myself, my name, where I live, a little bit about my family, and the work I do. Yeah? One moment, it seems I have 1 moment. Yeah, hello. Have you checked it, please? Yes. still we are not able to solve the issue, but then let's go ahead with the introduction, okay? And then see what we have to do today. All right, so a little bit about myself, my name, where I live, a little bit about my family, and then the work I do, okay? All right, I'm Rosalind. I live in London. I'm married with 2 children, a boy and a girl. I like going out with them and spending time with them. That is what I do when I'm free as a hobby. And I'm a health and social care teacher. I have a background of working in a domiciliary care and a care home. And I have a background of a teacher as well. I was a primary teacher. But then when I had my kids, I had to take a break and then work around them. So I decided to work as a domiciliary carer. I worked for 4 years as a domiciliary carer, and then 4 years in a care home. Then after that, I took up my course in the teacher training 1 year. And whilst I was working as a carer, I had the opportunity to do level 2 and then proceed to 3. And then I used that background and my teaching qualification to apply to become a teacher. So that's why you see me today here teaching you health and social care. All right, that's a little bit about me. So we are all going to do a little bit of introduction, okay? All right, can we go ahead, please? Yes. Can you unmute so that we will have interactive session? It's only Teresa and Shrin. No, Teresa has unmuted herself.
I don't mind going next.
All of you. Yeah, Teresa.
I don't mind. Hello. I'm Teresa. I can hear
Teresa
echoing in the background.
You can hear echo.
Yeah,
your
back.
one.
Yeah, hear myself back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm an occupational therapy assistant.
I'm an occupational therapy assistant.
For Buckinghamshire Council and Social Care. I've live with my partner. I've got a 20-year-old son. And I'm looking to start an OT apprenticeship in September. So I needed to do a level 3 to get onto the course. So that's why I've done this one to stepping stone into apprenticeship.
All right, thank you very much. A little bit. Okay, you've told us about your background, what you are doing, and why you want to do the course. All right, thank you very much, Teresa.
Thank you.
Can I have Shrin, please? Shrin. Can Shrin talk? Hello? All right. It seems Shrin, you can't unmute yourself. I can't see that's what is it, the audio. All right, HP. Will HP introduce yourself, please? HP. Wow. HP is not talking. Okay. Can yes say Madugu?
Hello?
Hello, yes sir. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleased to meet you.
Yes. So can you tell us your name, where you live, a little bit about yourself, and then the profession you are doing, your profession?
Okay. I live in Birmingham. The suburb of Birmingham, Starbridge. I've been a health and social care worker for the last 17 years or so.
Okay. Do you work as a domiciliary carer or in a care home?
I manage. I've managed at senior level.
Or you manage your own care? You have your own company that you manage?
No, I manage at senior level.
At senior level?
Yes.
In a care
children,
home, you mean?
Adults, yes.
Okay.
Both. So in terms of both, just to put the perspective, in terms of I hold both CQC and offset registration.
Oh, really? That's great.
Yeah. So
then you can open your own company then.
Absolutely. I do consult for people as well. So.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So I'm doing the level 6, health and social care.
Oh, you're doing level 6 health and social care, and you want to do level 3 as well?
No, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here anyway. They sent me an invite to be here. So.
Oh, I see. Then you teach us more. You help then.
Yes, of course, we will contribute.
All right. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Olushua, Olushola. Can Olushola tell us about himself, please? Can you unmute yourself? Olushola.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Hello. That's all right. I can't see you. I want to see your face. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, that's all right.
Yeah,
sorry, you are working.
I'm at work and I'm still trying to just attend the class at the same time.
Oh, wow.
I'm on
No. You finish. Let me ask another one. Yeah.
Okay,
when the person finish what you're doing. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Can Inyakno, can you tell us about yourself, please? Can Inyakno talk?
Yeah.
Hello, Inyakno. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Can you tell us?
I have an experience.
Are you warm? You are very warm, man. I can see you're not wearing anything. Are you warm? All right, go on.
Okay, so I have experience in home care.
Sorry?
I
can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you? Yeah, go ahead, please.
So I have experience in healthcare. Well, most of my experience has been in physics. I want to have experience and have the knowledge in social and healthcare. So I can work as a I'm currently in Nigeria.
Oh, you are based in Nigeria?
Yes, I am.
All right, and you have experience in care. Did you say that?
Yeah, because I did my master's in the UK.
Oh, great. What did you read? Sorry.
I read geology.
You read geology?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's great.
I want to start a career in senior care, as a senior carer. That's why I want to do this course. Or that's why I'm doing this course.
Okay. Great. All right. The next person has Olushola finished.
Yes, I am. Sorry about that.
That's fine. No problem. All right. Can you tell us about yourself, please? And why you are doing the course?
My name is Olushola. I work in a care home.
Yes.
And I just want to improve my knowledge generally on health and social care. because I'm in management, so I would like to know much about my job and
Yes.
improve. So that's
All
the
right.
reason why I'm taking this course.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. You are all welcome.
Thank you.
You are all welcome to the course. Whether you are working in a health sector or not, you are at the right place at the right time. And at the end of the course, I know that you'll be empowered. You have more knowledge about health and social care, about giving the best of care to the individuals or the clients, okay? Or wherever you find yourself working. All right. So we finished with the introduction at the moment. I'm so sorry that there is technical fault. I'm not able to share my screen. But next time, everything will be sorted out, okay? I'm so sorry. Yeah? All right. So I have the same what is it? PowerPoints here that I'll be sharing with you. Okay? All right. So the subject, the course is level 3, Diploma in Health and Social Care. Okay? And the company is qualified. All right. So before you can be able to meet criteria and finish your course successfully, there are certain things that you have to take into consideration. Okay, so the center, we will go through it. And first of all, we will talk about the center specification, about qualified. So there are specifications that have to be followed for successful completion of the course. I think I can hear some noise at the background. Can you hear as well? All right. All right. Thank you.
Are you registered twice, Rosalind? Because I think
sorry.
Are you recorded twice on the system? Are you on 2 devices?
Am I recording
2 devices? I think.
Oh, really?
That's why you'll get.
Sorry.
That's why you might be getting the feedback.
I'm getting the feedback. All right. Let me quickly check and then. Oh yeah. Oh. So sorry about that. I was trying to solve the technical issues, you know. Where is my PowerPoint? One moment. One moment, please. Yes, there are certain criteria, things that you have to take into consideration. So this is what the company do, the qualified company. There are specifications that have to be followed for successful completion of the course. Okay, you have to follow this specification so that it will enable you to finish your course successfully. So I'll be giving you course materials, yeah, to enable you to get some information to read. And you will have to do your own self-reading as well, okay? So all course materials, including lecture notes and other additional materials relating to your course and given to you as part of your study are the property of Qualify Limited. So it's the property of the company, yeah? So you just have to read and then get information, get knowledge to help you to pass your course. So all materials should be distributed. All materials should not be distributed, sold, published, made available to others or copied other than for your personal use. Okay, so you don't have the authority to sell, to copy it or give it to others, but it's for your own use. Yeah. All right. So we also observe equality and diversity. Yeah. Can somebody tell me about equality? I know most of you have what is the background about care and other companies. So just that it has to be an interactive. I can see that all of you are muted. All of you, please unmute yourself. It has to be interactive, please.
So equality is hello, Rosie.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, Nyakno.
Just yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So equality, it's treating everybody as if they're equal, giving them the same kind of treatment, equal kind of treatment. For example, disability patients, people from different tribes and countries.
Yes.
And male, different sexes, male, female, different sexual orientation. You don't discriminate. You treat them equally.
Excellent. Thank you. So it's treating people equally, yeah, irrespective of regardless of their background, their gender, their religious beliefs, their sex, sexual orientation, and all those stuff. Yeah. So one moment. My battery is sorry. So all of you are all going to be treated equally, okay? There wouldn't be any discrimination of any sort. You are all going to be treated equally regardless of your age, your gender, your race, your background, your religion. You're all going to be treated equally. All right. Learner voice. So you have a voice. If at the end of the session you are not, you wanted to add something went wrong that you are not able to, that you were not interested about, or lesson weren't much explained or anything, you can voice it out, okay, so that the necessary corrections will be made. So I'm reading about the learner voice. You can play an essential part in improving the quality of this course through the feedback you give throughout the course. There are mechanisms used for you to feedback your experience of teaching and learning, which can be a questionnaire or survey to enable how qualified can improve your learning experience, okay? All right, so whatever goes on you and you are not happy about it, you can voice it out. And the course, the company focuses on high standards and consistency, beginning with recognition as an awarding organization. It is approved and regulated by OFQA, which is responsible for maintaining standard and confidence in a wide range of vocational qualifications. So this qualification is regulated. The awarding body is OFQA. Yeah, they regulate anything and give you certificates. All right, ambition. The ambition of the company, Qualify, is to enable all individuals to realize their true potentials by achieving success through learning. Okay, all right. And let's come to presenting your assignments. So whenever you are doing assignment, plagiarism, it's not allowed. Yeah, can someone explain what plagiarism is? What is plagiarism?
Copying somebody else's saying it's your work.
Thank you, Theresa. Copying somebody's work without their knowledge, without their permission, is plagiarism, and it is totally unaccepted. Okay, You don't have to plagiarize your work, okay? If you want to write something, citation or something, you can put it in the quotes, okay? But ensure that you don't copy your friend's work. If you work together as a group or pair work, you can change your, your sentences or your writings, okay? But it will carry the same idea. Yeah, it will carry the same idea, but ensure that you don't write the same thing sentence by sentence, okay? You can change them in a way, but do not write a sentence by sentence. So plagiarism is a form of cheating, and the center has a great concern about that. It is totally unacceptable. All work that is submitted for assessment might be genuinely a learner's own work. If you are quoting actual words from a published source, you must use quotation marks, and citing the source, okay? So if you are copying from someone's work, like a book or journal or wherever you gain your source, just use quotation mark, put them in a quotation, okay? So that the person will know, the person marking your work will know that you took it from from someone's work. You must not copy others' work without their knowledge. All right. So reference. When it comes to reference, we use the Harvard method of referencing. Okay. After you presented all your work, you've written down everything. You use the Harvard way of reference. I'm sure most of you know it. Most of you know the Harvard way. If you don't know it, you can Google and check. But I have example of how to reference using the Harvard method or Harvard standard. Okay, all right. Example of the standard order for listing publishing details are as follows. So first of all, you have to write down the authors. If you read, you read a book, yeah, maybe you read something like the roles and responsibility of a carer, yeah, and you read it from the book, or any topic that you read from a book, you have to do it, you have to reference it, okay? Any material that you use to do your work, be it a book. If you did it online, you Google it online to find your your findings or your answers. If you read journals, wherever you have the source of, you have to ensure that you write everything at the end of the work. Yeah, you reference it. So first of all, what you have to do is to write the author's surname. If it's a book, write the author's surname, just the surname. Don't write the first name. The surname, and then you write the initials as well. Okay. Then you go to year of publication of what you read of the book. Okay. And then you write title of the work, either a book or articles or chapters in the book or wherever. Yeah, you write the title of it. Okay, then you followed by the name of journal or magazine, and then you write publishing details. So the publishing details, this will vary depending upon whether it's a book, journal, or magazine, a conference paper, or a website. Is that right? Is that okay? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I've finished with the referencing. If you want more information, you can Google. Okay. I did everything, the PowerPoints to show you, but it's unfortunate that I cannot. Yeah, I cannot show you everything. So I'm reading from my phone. I store it on my phone and I'm using it now. All right, so yeah, the last one is the task. So when you are given any assignment or topic or whatever to write on, the minimum is 300 words. So you can write 300 words or more. Okay, 300 words or more. All right, and It depending on the topic. Some of them is 400. So I will show you the ones that is 300 and the 400. I will show you. All right. Okay. Do you have any question? Any question?
No.
Any question, please? No question.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes.
So when you reference, do you reference only the column default reference, or you can reference inside the text? So like you're writing an essay, after maybe 2 sentences, you feel you want to reference that 2 sentences, you put it in brackets. But you still write the full details in the column code reference.
Yes, if you pick even 2 words or whatever from a source, yeah, from a source, as far as the thing it's not your one, original one, you have to write the source, okay? Yes.
Yes, I understand. So
Do
you can write it in. What I meant is you write it inside the text. And also you still write it in the column code
you write
references.
it. Yeah, you write. You mean 1 moment? I can't hear you properly. Let me. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yes. What did you say? Sorry.
So
yes, I can.
Because like with on the graduate thesis, you need to reference the text after a few sentences. You put the reference in bracket after the sentence that is picked up from a particular material, even if you have rephrased it.
No, Yes, I mean, if after you've completed your work, yeah, you have to reference your work. The reference shows the source of the information.
Okay, just the source, yeah.
Yeah, you can have it through books, journals, or wherever you had the information, internet, online. You just have to write it. You write reference.
Yeah, you have
when
the column
you
code
finish,
reference.
you write reference.
Okay.
Yes, and then you write the name, as I told you. You use the Harvard kind of referencing, okay? Harvard
I understand now.
standard of referencing. Yeah, that's you have to use the name of the author, the surname, sorry, just the surname. Then followed by the initial, then year of publication, then title of the work, okay? Title, just the title of the work. And then the name of the journal or magazine or a book that you took from. And then publishing details. Is that right?
It's right. It's okay.
Is that okay? All right.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Next week, I will just show you a picture. You can do, I don't have a referencing work here. Like I will just show you and then you can have a look at it. But before the end, remind me to show you. I can quickly go and grab 1 or 2 stuff and then if I see it, I'll come and show you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Can we move on? If there is no question, can we move on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Olushola. Olushola, you don't have any question?
I wanted to ask before that if you are doing level 6, are we supposed to be doing this too? Because this is the first we've had for lectures for health and social care.
Okay, level 6, is it the management? Is it management, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, level 6 is more of management, but this is about working in a health and social care setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the introduction one, I think, isn't it? This is like the level 3 introduction.
Exactly.
Social care.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the level 6 is a bit high, but that one is more of management. Yeah.
Okay.
But this one is
okay.
to help you, to equip you with the knowledge in working in a healthcare.
Okay, that's
All right.
good then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Rosalind,
So-
can I just ask, how many sessions are there of these webinars?
You mean how many sessions?
Yeah, how many
What do you
webinars are you going to be having? Because you said, oh, this week we're doing this. Are there more coming? Because I'm actually 6 weeks into. I'm 6 weeks into the 12 weeks, and I've got to complete it by the end of August. So I'm thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Anytime you have lectures, I have to come and lecture you. You have the webinar or the Zoom meeting. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 6 weeks in,
So
and this
our
is the
next
first one I've
will be-
had. That's all.
Oh, okay. Were you given 6 weeks
Well, I
to
started
complete it?
No, I'm on the 12-week program, but I'm 6 weeks into the 12 weeks, and this is the first webinar I've had. So I'm thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So did you have a tutor already?
Nope, nothing. This is the
you
first
didn't
one.
have any
Nope,
tutor?
nothing. So I've had nothing, and I've already started. So I'm a bit like, I don't know where I'm at.
Okay, so you started already, yeah?
Yeah.
You started your course already?
Yeah, but I've had no tutor. Literally just been doing everything myself. So
I have the same issue. I started in May, and it's meant to be a 3-month
Oh, you
course.
also started already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is
But
just
no tutor, nothing.
just to enlighten you
Exactly.
about about things. And some of you I think are fresh as well, that they have to learn about how the writings and all that. Yeah. That's why I started from the scratch. Is that right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the course comprises of 6 units. Yeah, 6 units. So we have 4 mandatory ones and then 2 optionals. Okay. So
I've been sent 7.
You've been sent 7.
Yeah, the optional ones. I've got dementia, stroke, and diabetes.
Yes, dementia.
Yeah, I got same thing. 7.
Yeah. Dementia, stroke, diabetes. You choose 2. That is why it is optional.
Oh, okay. So you only have to do 2 of them. Oh, okay. There wasn't told.
Just 2 of them. Okay.
Okay.
I beg your pardon. Sorry. Just 2 of them. Is that right?
That's good for me because there's less to do.
Oh, okay. All right. So the mandatory units, the mandatory one that is compulsory that all of you have to do without choosing is an introduction to health and social care. And all of them are 10 credits hours. 10 for each of them. Each model has 10 credit hours. Okay. And the total is 6. So we have, at the end of the day, you have 60 credit hours. Okay. So the first one is an introduction to health and social care. The second one is communication for health and social care. The third one is person-centered care. The fourth one is promoting health in the population. That is the fourth one. Those are the mandatory ones that you don't have any options, but you have to do it. Okay. And then here you have the option of choosing just 2 of them, which is understanding dementia care, understanding diabetes care, and understanding stroke care. You just choose 2 of them, the ones that you are comfortable with. Okay. Don't do all the 3. No, you just decide to choose any of them. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
All right. Okay. We have to do some activity, isn't it? We have to do some activity. Do you want me to continue with it? Are you tired or something? Do you want a break or we have to continue? Do you want to have a break?
We can continue.
Because this is only for an hour, isn't it, today? It was only for an hour. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
I can continue. Okay. Right. Can you take a piece of paper? Just a piece of paper. A paper. Have you all had it?
Yeah.
And then write down 5. Yeah, 5 roles. Write down 5 roles of health and social carer. Five roles of health and social carer and 5 responsibilities. Yeah. Of a health and social carer. I'm giving you just few seconds, about 10 seconds.
Rosalind, apologies. Today is Eid for me, so I'm trying to be here and also celebrate Eid. Is it okay if I can go and then I'll subsequently join the next sessions, please?
Oh, definitely you can.
Okay, thank you very much.
The introductory aspect of it.
Introduction. Okay, yeah. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Okay. Right. I think your time is up. Okay. Teresa. I can see Teresa's name written boldly here. Teresa.
Sorry, I've just messaged. I've just had to take an urgent call, so I'm going to have to leave. But I have put in the chat. Could you send me the documents through that you said you were going to send out and a copy of the presentation? Just that I've got to go and take this urgent call from one of our clients.
Okay, can you leave me your?
I've put it on the chat. Yeah, I put it on the chat.
On the chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, but I'll join in for the next session and make sure that I'm out of the office. Thank you.
All right.
It's lovely to see you. Thank you.
All right. You're most welcome. All right, let's continue. Yeah, who will set the ball rolling? The roles of a carer. This is a simple activity that we just have to chip it in. Yeah. Yeah. Who will start? Yes.
I can start with.
Yes, Olu, can you please start?
The role of a carer is to, number one, to ensure the clients are treated with dignity and respect.
Yes. Treating clients with dignity and respect. Yes.
Supporting clients with their day-to-day activities. For example, assisting with personal care. Number 3, ensuring safety and well-being of the clients.
Okay. All right. I think I want to elaborate more about of your points. Yeah. So number 1 is treating client with dignity and respect. So how do you treat client with dignity and respect?
The way you treat a client with dignity and respect is by number 1, not assuming because somebody have a dementia that they are unable to take simple decisions on their own.
Yes.
Trying to understand them and respect their point of view. Sometimes it might not always seem right to you, but to them, it might be what can make them happy. Although, if you see that maybe it's going to cause them harm, you can find a way to persuade them out of it.
Yes.
But sometimes, for example, you saying a client, maybe because the client decide to maybe dress themselves, and to you believe is wrong. To them, it might be that their dressing to them make them feel happy and comfortable and believe that they are doing the things themselves.
Yes.
then like their privacy, for example, going into their room, you have to at least knock and seek their permission.
Exactly.
So things like that.
Excellent. Well done, Olu. So you have to treat the individual or the client with dignity and respect. Okay, like she cited an example of a dementia person. Someone with dementia is different. They think differently. Okay, because they have problem with their brain or their mind. It affects their behavior. Yeah, they don't remember faces. When you ask them questions, it takes them some time to process it and answer back. Yeah, they do things differently. Like when it's summer, they don't mind putting on warm jackets. Yeah, or when it's winter, they will just put on light clothes. Yeah, they can take things from different place and put it at inappropriate place, like taking maybe fruits and putting it under a pillow in the bedroom. Yeah, that is how they behave. Okay, they behave slightly different. Yeah, because of what has happened to them. Dementia, we have different types of dementia. Frontal, Lewy body, and all that is type of dementia. Yeah, you will learn more when we talk about I teach you dementia. Yeah, so you have to respect the client with dignity and care, with dignity and what privacy, isn't it? You have to, whenever you are going to a client or you've been asked to feed or whatever, you are attending the client. First of all, you have to knock. Yeah, you just can't open the door, fling the door open, and then enter. No, you first of all have to knock. Maybe the client is naked or whatever. So you have to ensure that you give them their privacy all the time. Yeah? All right. And what else, please? What else? Olu, have you finished?
Okay, yes. And again, you have to have a good communication skill.
Yeah, good communication skill. Yes.
Yeah. For example of that I can give is,
yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sometimes you've got clients that maybe because we working in care, we come from different part of the world. There might be things that maybe the way we speak with an accent, you try to just have a good communication skill and be able to assist the resident with their own communication needs. Like, for example, a client that, let's say, maybe have hearing impairment. Maybe sometimes you need to write on some board for them to understand what you are saying to them so that they can be able to reply. Yeah. You have to have the patience when you are working in the sector of being able to give them the opportunity to express themselves. It might be slow, but just have that good communication skill anyway.
Okay, so communication is very, very, very essential when it comes to health and social care. Everything you do is based on communication. Yeah, you can't just go to a client's room and start undressing the person to bath the person. No, you have to first of all knock. Even knocking is a form of communication. Yeah, you have to knock. You wait for response. You go. You greet the person. Oh, Mrs. Brown, I'm going to give you a shower. Yeah, so I'm going to take off your clothes. Yeah, and then you go ahead and do it. If it's lunchtime or whatever, you calling somebody to come for lunch. You go to the person, you knock, you ask, oh, Mr. What is it, Mr. White? It's time for you to have your lunch. Yeah, when you're going to give personal care, you also have to talk to the person. It's not the individual. It's not only for the individual, but your colleagues as well. Your colleague at work, you also have to communicate with them. Whenever you are working, you have to work as a team. You have to communicate with them. The manager, whatever, anyone that you work with, you have to communicate. So communication is very, very, very essential when it comes to health and social care. All right, go on, please. Have you finished?
The last one is no, I'm here.
Yeah.
The last one is individualized care.
Yes.
Trying to treat each and every resident as an individual. For example, we have residents from different parts of the world.
Yes.
Like, for example, now, like Yasa is celebrating Eid today. We have residents that maybe because of their belief, they don't eat certain food.
Yes.
You can't just assume everybody eat the same thing.
Yeah.
You have to ensure that you treat every client as an individual, because we have people of the Muslim belief that don't eat anything that has to do with pork.
Yes.
So, and again, another example is, let's say a client, depending on, maybe sometimes some clients prefer to have a daily shower, or some just want one weekly shower. So you have to, as a carer, you have to learn to treat every resident as an individual.
Excellent. So no resident has to be treated, anyhow. You have to know what the person wants. The needs and the wants of the person, the needs of the individual. Okay, some of their needs are different from each other. Some people can eat without supervising. If the person can eat, just give the person the opportunity to eat by him or herself. Okay, you don't have to feed the person. If somebody has to use hearing piece to enable the person to hear, you have to always ensure that the person's hearing piece is clean, is okay. Then you put it in his or her ear to enable him or her to be able to hear. Okay, so, and when it comes to eating or what, you give them choices. Choices is also a form of meeting their needs. Okay, you give the individual choices of whatever they want, then you treat them as such. Okay, thank you very much, Ola.
Thank you.
Nyanu, can Nyanu tell us about the roles, any roles and responsibility of a carer, please?
Okay. So similar to what she said, but I would like to add that we need to have a person-centered care, where we get the patients or our clients involved in their own care. So, like she said, you don't just assume because he has dementia or he can't speak, he has no say. You just assume on it and decide on his behalf. You have to get him or her involved by asking him. Even if he can't speak, you can use pictures, you can lift up different clothes and ask, somehow he might make a sign by even blinking the eye. But don't just assume, don't just walk into somebody's room without informing the person. You have to knock, you have to seek consent. Then you need to protect. So if you notice marks on someone's body, you don't just assume it's none of your business. You need to try and find out. If the person doesn't want to tell you, then you inform your manager and you document it. That is what you noticed. And if the person tells you, and even if when the person promises that you shouldn't tell anybody, you still need to try and educate the person that it's okay to tell somebody, but it's not okay for the person to do have done that to you, and that you are going to protect the person. so the person shouldn't be afraid. And you have to report this. It's not something to keep silent about, but you're going to make it confidential, and the person won't even know that you reported yet until all the investigations have been carried out, and that you're going to help the person and guide the person throughout the process, and you tell the person, educate the person about the procedures of reporting, what's going to happen after now and all that, and you also be beside the person all through the process. So it's just basically taking care of by respecting the dignity, protecting the person or safeguarding the person, and as well making sure the person is able to be independent. So you don't just come in and give the person food because they told you to feed John, and you just go in there and start feeding John. Sometimes you try and ask, do you want me to feed you, or do you want to feed yourself? You try to encourage the person to be independent, because at some point the person might decide to want to try it, and who knows, at some point the person doesn't even want you to be feeding, but you just watch, and then if he needs any assistance, you can assist as well. But just because in his care plan it says he can't do it, doesn't mean you can't give him the opportunity to try if he wants to try it himself. If he wants to wear his clothes, or he thinks he wants to eat by himself or bathe himself, then you watch and see if it's possible. If it isn't possible, it's okay. Can I help you today? Tomorrow, maybe we'll try again. It's just encouraging the person to be independent and do things by himself. And those that can't do things by themselves, you just make sure that you protect them and protect their dignity and their well-being, to be sure they are okay.
Excellent. Thank you so much. You're giving it a lot of information. Yeah, I think the first one is about person-centered, isn't it? And
yes.
ensuring that the person is treated in a way that's all it's about. It's all about the person. The person-centered, you put the person at the center of the care given to him or her. The center of the plan. The person has to be at the center. So you don't assume for the person. You don't treat the person anyhow, but you treat them based on their needs, their preferences and wishes. Okay? So everything has to be centered around the individual, not your. You don't assume for them. But ensure that you assume according to their wishes, preferences, and needs, and their own care plan as well. Okay, well done. Thank you so much. You've mentioned a lot. All right. Can we continue? No. Wow, a lot of people have left now. It's just you and Olu. They've left now. Okay. They have things to do. All right. So the first.
It's holiday today.
Oh, it's holiday.
Yeah, probably that's why.
Anyway, so let's touch the first. Talk about what you'll be doing for the first one. The first one is introduction to health and social care. Yeah, that is one of the mandatory one. So, under introduction to health and social care, you have some questions to answer. I'm going to mention the questions, and then we will go through it, okay? So that you know how to go about things.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is, the question is, show understanding of the main roles and responsibilities of health and social care worker when delivering care.
Okay.
Yeah. Show understanding. Do you want to write it down?
Yes.
Okay.
The main role.
Show understanding. Or you just write introduction to health and social care.
Yeah.
and then write show understanding
okay.
Of the main rules.
Yeah, okay.
Roles and responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
Yeah, of the main roles and responsibilities.
I just had a wardrobe malfunction. I'm going to sit in there. I bend over. Oh. It was even William Chalaka that told me.
Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Show understanding of the main roles and responsibilities of health and social care worker.
Okay, social care worker.
When delivering care.
Okay. And delivering care. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is the main question. There are criteria to meet, yeah, and the criteria are divided. It can be 2 or 3 criteria that you have to follow to answer that question. Okay. So the first criteria is 1.1. That's why I write 0.1.
Okay.
Nyano, are you okay?
I'm okay, yes.
Okay. So 1.1, explain how health and social care professionals. Explain how health and social care professionals protect individuals in their care. Should I go on? Explain how health and social care professionals protect individuals in their care.
I think we all have these questions. They sent
You've
it to our
had it
emails.
already.
Yeah, we have it.
Once really?
We enrolled in it. So that's what Teresa was telling you, that we had started the course. Not mean that we have been teaching anything. We've not been taught anything. We enrolled in the course, like I enrolled in May. And since May, I have been complaining there's not been any tutor, no training program materials, nothing. So, nothing. And you give me assignments and you're telling me, because I thought I wanted to take a refund because I've not been taught anything. I have to start doing a research, and on the website is a tutor-based course where we have one-on-one sessions and all that. So this is the first time it's happening. So I think that's what she was asking, because she's worried. I was worried as well because it's a 3-month course. From the calculation, by next month we should be rounding up. And we had no tutor, nothing.
And you didn't receive lectures, nothing. No materials, nothing.
Exactly. I was very impressed when you enrolled. After enrolling, it was just bombarding of emails. Even late at night, they were just sending emails. I'm like, wow, I hadn't even paid full because I was so excited, and I thought it was going to be fast like that. I made payment and then nothing, no tutor assigned to me, nothing. And the first week I wanted to ask for a refund, but I was encouraged that there will be a tutor, and it took so long, but eventually you're here.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry to hear that. Maybe, I don't know, something happened or something. I don't know. I'm not in the position. Yeah, sorry. How much did you pay?
I paid, okay, give me a discount. I think 1,100 and something.
Pounds.
So I had a discount. Yeah, pounds.
Oh, sorry.
1,000 plus, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm here to help you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So a lot of us are struggling with the assignments, and that's why we are happy you're here to assist us with how to answer the assignment questions.
To answer the
questions.
All
We have the questions. It's just how to answer it.
Oh, you have it already. Okay.
When you register, it's sent to everybody as an email. Yeah.
Okay. What about Olu? Do you have the question already?
No, I don't have the question because the most things I've been having is just the same way he just said it. It's just to be sending you emails for things you need to do and when you need to maybe do a one-to-one session. But these particular questions, I don't have any of it. I only have questions for management. I've not had anything.
Oh, yeah. So she's not doing this course. So yeah, that's why. This is not her course.
Oh, okay. So you were not doing health and social care?
Yeah, I was doing management, health and social care. Not
management and health and social care.
Yes.
So this is NVQ level 3. She's not doing. I think
know.
She's doing NVQ level 5.
I heard it when she said it. I'm doing 6, but
6. Yeah.
I've never had any health and social care one-to-one like this. This is my first time too.
Okay. So you want me to continue like that? Yeah. You want it like that?
Yes.
Okay. So all right. Olu, sorry, Nyanu, Nyanku. Yeah. Let me just finish with the the sentence. Yeah. So that we'll go through how to answer the questions. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
sorry, is it possible for me to get it on the email too instead of me delaying you?
You want me to send it to you?
Yes. I can put my email in the chat.
Okay, put your email then. Let me see what I can do. Put your email there. So Nyanu, you want the what do you want? You want
I want the materials. I also sent an email for the materials as well as a guide on how to answer some of this question. What you expect? Because I did this particular session because the answers I've done the answer for this first one. In fact, that's the only one I've done. And I sent to admin, and they sent to the tutor, and they got a feedback back. I think they gave me a score of 60 or 65.
One moment. So materials and how to answer questions.
Yes.
So how to answer questions is what we started now, yeah? So I'll show you how to answer it. Okay. All right. So should I? Okay, so now we can we start by how to answer the question?
Okay.
Can we start?
Yes.
Okay, I've told you that this one the minimum is 300 words, so you can answer 300 or more. Yeah. Okay. The topic is Introduction to Health and Social Care. Yeah. Okay. So you can there are some information that you can get from maybe Google or textbook or whatever websites. Yeah, when you Google, you get a lot of information from Google. If you have textbooks for level 3 health and social care, you can get a lot of information. Yeah, is that right?
Yes.
I will be sending you some information as well, so you can combine them and then you use them to answer the question. So this contains 300 words, and we're going to go through how to answer the question. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one is yes.
Also, because I submitted my answers, and I think the only issue they had was the reference, and because I used APA 5th, I think, and they said it has to be Harvard. But the other ones, they just gave me a score of I think 60 or 65. But my issue is you just give me a score. You didn't tell me. At least you circle where I did it wrongly and how I can
feedback. You didn't have any feedback.
I had a feedback, but the feedback to me wasn't adequate enough because I expected you to tell me how to get a better result. Where did I go wrong? Why would I get 60 when I can get 100?
Yeah.
So where did I go wrong? Yeah, it wasn't. The only information was just the references, which I got 0% for the references.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Before the end of just 5 minutes to the time of closing, alert me. I will quickly go and have a look whether I will have a sample of how to reference, yeah, and then I'll show you how to do it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I wouldn't be marking anyway. I'll just be lecturing. We have separate people that.
Okay, that's yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, mine is just lecturing. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so can you, while you're telling us how to answer the questions, can you tell us how the appropriate way to get a good score? Because I think they are going to grade it, so it's going to be distinction, merit, pass. So how we can get a distinction? What are they looking at?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I have it here. I'll show it to you. Yeah. I'll have a look through. Okay. So, the first question: there are certain things that you have to know to enable you to answer the question. Certain topics or ideas that you have to know, yeah, when answering a particular criteria or when answering a particular question. So this question, that is, explain how health and social care professionals protect individuals in their care. How health and social care professionals like carers, health carers or whatever, how they protect individuals in their care. So let's quickly go through this.
Okay.
So we are talking about protection of the individual. That is protection of the people that you care for. The individuals, the clients that you care for. So how do you protect them? Let's have it two-way affair. So you will contribute and I will contribute as well. So how do you protect them? How do you ensure that the people you care for are protected? Do you understand the question?
Yeah, I understand.
It says, explain how health and social care professionals. So you are a professional now, whether you are working or not. You are working to work in a health care. So assume that you are a healthcare professional, a health and social carer or care assistant. Okay. So how do you, as a care assistant, how do you protect the individual? The individual is the one that you are caring, or the client, yeah, is the individual. Or the people in the residential home, they are the individuals. Yeah. So you as a carer, how do you protect them? Tell me something. How do you ensure that the people are protected? Tell me.
Okay, so by ensuring you always investigate any sign of abuse.
Exactly, abuse. Yes.
Then trying to prevent harm. So you are checking to be sure that you're following all the HSC rules. You prevent harm from harm by adhering to company procedures and policies and HSC procedures as well.
Excellent. Excellent.
And even with their nutrition, so you follow the care plan. So if they are supposed to be taking, for example, puree meals, you don't go giving them solid meals. You should always check your care plans. And if you have any questions, ask your manager.
Excellent. Well done. Well done. Well done. Olu.
Hello, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How do you protect the individual you care for?
Okay. Okay, thank you. The way you can protect the individual. Hold on, please. Let me pick this call quickly, please.
Okay. All right. While she's talking. Let me quickly check if I will get the Harvard
Oh yeah, Harvard reference.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Harvard reference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, protecting your resident just as
one moment, Tolu. Let me quickly check and get one of the example of how to use the Harvard method of referencing. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Oh, yeah. Nyanu. Hello?
Yes, ma. Yes,
yeah.
ma.
Yeah. Have you seen it? Can you see it?
Oh no, take it up a bit.
Up.
Yeah, I can see it.
Up. Have you seen the down?
Oh, it's blank. Down a bit, slowly.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, so in the middle. Yeah, it's fine. I've seen it. I'm taking a screenshot. It's fine.
Okay. That is how it has to be done, yeah?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh my God, look at me. Lots of things have come out of my file, my big file.
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem. I will check it and then find more and show you, yeah?
Okay.
Maybe when we meet. This is just one. There are some of them that I read from the internet. And that's just okay. So you talked about abuse. It's very, very, very important. Yeah. Abuse is unacceptable, totally unacceptable in health and social care. It's not only in health and social care. Wherever you find yourself working, you can't abuse anybody. Even in your family or wherever, abuse is totally unacceptable. It's wrong to abuse the resident. Be it physical abuse. There are different types of abuse. It can be physical abuse. It can be emotional abuse. It can be neglect. Yeah, neglect. Yeah, it can be neglect by the person. Institutional abuse and all those different types of abuse, financial abuse and all that. Yeah, you can't abuse the residents. No, you can't do that. So you ensure that the resident is protected because you, the president, see you as the resident entrusts his or her hope in you. He sees you as somebody there. How do I put it? He sees you as like a protector. You understand? A protector. You are there to protect her. So if somebody sees you as a protector and you abuse the person, is it a good thing? No, it means the trust and belief and everything is broken. Yeah. So ensure that no resident is bullied. No resident is abused. No, either financially. Some people will go for shopping for maybe Mr. Brown and whatever. Then they will add more zeros to the money. Yeah. Or they will write that they bought this. Meanwhile, they didn't buy it.
be it physical abuse, like maybe hitting the resident, changing them, hitting them, or emotional abuse, like insulting them. Look at your face, look at you can't even whatever, look at you can't even talk to me properly when I ask you a question. Yeah, you can't abuse the resident. No, ensure that anything in connection with abuse is totally unacceptable. You can't harm them. You remember that most of them have dementia, so they act in different ways. So even if they abuse you, you have to report to the right channel, the manager. You don't have to put them back. You understand? You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. So abuse is totally unacceptable. And then you have to comply with the policies and procedures of the company. Every company has its own policies and procedures of protecting the staff or the clients or whoever that they deal with. Yeah. So there might be policies and procedures in your office that you have to read, and then make sure that this is what you have to do when it comes to protection. You understand? Yeah.
Understand.
When protection of the individual. Is Olu there? Olu. Or she's busy. When it comes to protecting of the individual. And then you following care plan. Yeah, the care plan, all of them, of the individuals have their own care plan, how they wish to be treated, their wishes, their needs, their preferences. Everything is stated in the care plan.
Yeah.
You understand? So every individual has to be treated in based on their care plan. Okay, you can't give maybe someone who can't chew, you can't give them something to chew, but you have to period it. Yeah, make it in such a way that the person can chew. You have to ensure that you go according to the care plan. You understand?
Yeah.
When giving the best of care to the individual. Right, thank you so much. You have contributed that. Let's listen to Olu. Olu, please, what do you have when it comes to protecting the individual? Olu, is she busy?
Maybe she is.
Olu, I want to hear you speak, please. She might be busy. Okay, let's go on. So you have to ensure, did I add mine now? The safeguarding of the individual. So the abuse come under it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abuse come under it. Safeguarding. Also ensure that the environment of the person, safeguarding, it involves a lot protecting the vulnerable individuals, people who cannot do things for themselves. Yeah, you have to ensure that they are protected. People who depend on you for living. People who depend on you for everything. You have to ensure that they are safeguarded. Even their environments where they live, if something is faulty, like faulty electricity or whatever, you have to report to the right channel, yeah, so that it will be fixed to prevent the individual from being harmed. So their safety is very important. Okay, safeguarding, that's safety. And then health and safety. Yeah, health and safety is also part of the safeguarding. It can be health and safety, example, infection control. You ensure that the environment is safe for the individual. If the person needs washing of hands, you help with the washing of hands. If there are chemicals to use to ensure that the environment is clean, it has to be done. It has to be used. Yeah. So infection control, safeguarding, health and safety, knowing the policies and procedures at work, no tolerance of abuse, zero tolerance of abuse, any form of abuse. Yeah. it all contribute to protection of the individual. Okay, let me read what I have for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I hope we'll get the materials later on, like your
yes,
presentation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Okay.
One moment.
Okay.
It's all right. Okay, let's go on. What I have here, I did a little bit of research. Yeah. It's health and social care practitioners can safeguard individuals by making sure that they are in a safe environment, away from abuse or harm, as you said. They can safeguard individuals, making sure that they have DBS. What's the full name of DBS? Disclosure barring whatever. I've forgotten the full name, but whenever you are going to work with a vulnerable adults or children, you have to get your DBS. Yeah. So the manager has to ensure that you have your DBS before you are employed to work there. So if you have the DBS and there is no criminal record on it, you are free to work with the whatever, the vulnerable people, be it children or adults. So if you have it, it's a way of ensuring that the individual is protected, because some people are abusers. They abuse children.
Yeah.
And if you do that and you do the DBA, it will affect you. And if you are affected, you can't work with children or adults or young people. You understand? So if you have having a DBS or doing a DBS and giving it to the employer seeking DBS before employing with you is a way of ensuring that the individual is protected. You understand? Because they are safe. You understand?
Yeah. Understand.
So DBS is included, and then providing good quality care and support, putting individuals at the center of everything. So person-centered is also another point. You understand? Person-centered. So if you are providing care for the individual, you have to ensure that the care given to the person is at the center of the care. Everything is all about the person. The wishes of the person have to be complied. The preferences of the person have to be complied. The needs of the person have to be complied. You understand?
Yes.
So you put the person at the center of the care. So all the care given to the person is all about the person, not you, not your wishes, not your needs, not your preferences, but the person has to be at the center of the care.
Okay.
The next point, one moment, let me take water. So the rest of you who are not here, how are you going to answer the questions? Anyway, maybe they can do it themselves. I don't know whether I have to go over it next time or...
No, you don't have to. Because the thing is, yeah, except they need you to ask one or two questions. I don't think you need to go back, because next week you have to talk about a different assignment. Yeah.
Okay. Providing good quality care and support, putting individuals at the center of everything. Okay. Next one is empowering the individual to have as much as control over their lives as possible. So you have to empower them to have control of themselves. Okay. If they don't want to watch TV, you don't have to force them to watch TV. If they don't want to eat particular food, you don't have to force them. You have to give them their choices all the time, and give them the chance to do things themselves. in their own individual way. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. And then we talk about abuse. So anyone can be abused. It's possible to recognize signs of abuse and should be reported. So whenever you see that somebody is abused, you can easily see it, the individual or the service user, isn't it?
Yes.
If somebody is physically abused, you can see some bruises or marks somewhere, and it will show you. And if you are going to give care to somebody and the person sees you and the person runs away, the person doesn't have to come to you. Or when you are going to the person just withdraw. You can see that there is something wrong. This person might be abused by someone, and he or she doesn't even want to come closer to anyone. So when you see something like that, don't ignore it. Or when you see somebody, a staff abusing a service user, please don't ignore it. Ensure that you use the right channel and then you report. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. And then employees should need to read their workplace policies and procedures for safeguarding, which will provide information for steps to follow in reporting concerns or abuse. Yeah.
Yes.
The next point is it's good practice to have a designated safeguarding lead. And in health and social care, this is often the manager. So every company, there has to be designated body. There has to be person in care or in charge of safeguarding to ensure that the clients or the individuals are always protected. You understand? So you combine all of these and then you write something about that. Yeah?
Yes.
One moment.
Oh, this is a lot. Very, very
I
helpful.
think there is more. Let me quickly go through and then, let me quickly go through them. Yeah. And then, I hope you are jotting down something.
Yeah, I'm jotting down something.
Yeah. So, what are the organization's policies and procedures? Okay. So we've mentioned policies and procedures. We've mentioned safeguarding of the vulnerable adults. Yeah. Confidentiality. Confidentiality policy has to be ensured. Yeah. So can you tell me something about confidentiality?
Also, confidentiality in every healthcare establishment, it's very, very important. And some companies even make you sign a confidentiality agreement. Yeah, before you even start, because you have to keep the personal information of patients private. So you don't tell anybody don't talk about any stories about anybody. You don't take pictures and post on the internet. You don't leak their information to the public. So if they tell you something, you should keep it a secret. The only people that can know about it are those directly involved in their care, which are the care providers, the medical personnel that are taking care of them, and maybe the next of kin. Yeah, if need be, the next of kin should be aware. But there are certain situations where you need to let the management make the decision of if they should tell the next of kin or not. Like if the patient, for example, he was abused and doesn't want the family members to know, and they ask you not to tell, then you don't tell. You tell your manager and you document it. Now your manager will make that call of investigating further to know if it's even the family that's abusing him. So that's why you shouldn't even rush to go tell them anything. If he says don't tell, then don't tell. Talk to your manager and let your manager know what was discussed. Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly excellent. Well done. Well done. Yeah. The confidentiality is very, very important when it comes to health and social care. No information of
any care or of any individual has to go out. You understand? Everything has to stay within the what's it? All information has to even be locked up and then put it in a safe place. Yeah, you put it in a safe place and locked up. And it can only be shown when it is there's urgency of it. Yeah, like maybe if a doctor has to see the resident, yeah, wants information, then you can give to the doctor, and then the doctor will read it and then will know how to execute his or her duties, what he has to do, yeah, or anybody in relation to healthcare. But no information has to be given out, yeah. Or maybe if the main manager wanted to know information about the client, then it can be given to the manager. But aside that, confidentiality is crucial when it comes to health and social care. There is no obligation. Nobody has to expose the information of people or of the individual to other people, be it friends or whatever. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, sorry, health and safety policies and procedures. Yes, there I've mentioned that. The health and safety.
Yeah.
That the environment has to be clean. The
Infection control.
yeah. And then compliment and suggestions. So whenever you see, there has to be complaints. Though you don't think that maybe, oh, this is my friend, so he's doing something bad and I'm not going to complain about it. Remember, it's all about the individual. It's all about providing person-centered care to the client or the individual. You understand?
Yes.
Someone has just joined. Alex. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The session is nearly closed. What happened?
I was having
Sorry?
issue.
You are having issue.
Maybe with network.
Oh, network issue. Oh, okay. Okay, you are welcome. Where are you logging from?
Okay, from Uyo.
Oyo, in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Oh, okay. All right. We've discussed a lot. Yeah, we've discussed a lot. So we are discussing about the topic is introduction to health and social care, and we are discussing about how to protect the individual. The individual are the people that are being taken care of. The individual, or we call them individual or clients. Yeah. So we are talking about how you as a carer, you are doing the course, so we assume that you are a carer. You as a carer, how you ensure that the individual is protected. Yeah, and we've mentioned a lot. We've mentioned ensuring that the individual is safe, and health and safety of the individual, safeguarding of the individual, confidentiality of the individual, ensuring that no information of the individual is sent out unless it is very crucial to be sent to the right professional who needs it to discharge their duty concerning the individual. Yeah, and then policies and procedures have to be adhered to. Policies and procedures about ensuring the safety of the individual, or ensuring that the individual is protected, has to be adhered to. Is that right? So we are now in complaints. Yeah. So whenever you see that an individual is abused, please don't keep quiet. Okay? Don't keep quiet. Yeah. Irrespective of the relationship you have with the individual, ensure that you report the individual to the right channel, reporting the person to the manager or whoever is in charge of or is in charge of the company. You report it, yeah, and then you know the right complaint, how you use the procedure of complaining. You follow the procedure of complaining. You understand? Yeah. And then whistle blowing policy. Can someone tell me whistle blowing? What whistle blowing is? Whistle blowing.
What do you want?
Whistle blowing.
Alex, you want to go?
Hello? Nyanu.
Yeah, okay, let me go. I thought Alex wanted to go. Whistleblowing policy, I might not be able to define it properly, but I think it's about giving out information about poor quality in the hospital or care environment, or misbehavior or wrong poor services. Yeah, poor services and poor quality. So services from the care home or from the individuals, or poor care quality, poor providing of care quality. So, for example, you see your colleague abusing a patient, or the home doesn't have enough. Let's say you have a lot of disabled patients, and now they don't have a disabled toilet, a toilet for disabled people, and they have a lot of disabled people, so they have to force them to use toilets that they're not meant to be using. Or you have a lot of disabled people and they don't have a lift, and they have to force them to climb the staircase or carry them manually up and down. Those are the kind of situations you should report. So it's a whistleblowing policy where you have to discreetly report it. And some hospitals have procedures of reporting certain things like that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Nyano.
I actually experienced something like that. Okay, Alex, go ahead.
You can finish it.
Okay, so I experienced something like that, and at that time I didn't know what I know now. And so when I worked as a carer to an agent in the UK, I think that was about 7 years ago, and I experienced a 16-year-old girl. We were to take care of a woman together. She had schizophrenia, and she was.
Sorry, where are you at the moment?
I'm in Nigeria at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I was in the UK. I went to do my master's. So she has schizophrenia, and they usually categorize her under difficult. You know, when you get to your home, they say, "Oh, that's a difficult case," so you do her last. And she's one of the types they do like to do last. Although I usually have a personal relationship with her. If I do her, she doesn't stress me. I usually play around with her, and she lets me do whatever I want to do peacefully. But with others, she's very violent. So I went in with her, and since I was agency staff and she's a permanent staff, I let her take charge. And she seemed to know what she was doing now, so I thought. But at the point, she was not. The patient wasn't in a good mood that day, and she didn't want to use a different approach. She was still forcing her to take the bath, forcing her to get changed, and somehow, in means of trying to force her to get into her wheelchair, I think her diaper fell down and kind of touched her shoes, and
what happened?
The physics touched her shoe.
Oh dear!
The carer's shoe, and she got upset and she laid her on the bed and started smacking her ass. And this woman is an 80-something-year-old woman. And you're a 16-year-old girl, for goodness sake. And I didn't know what to do. Do I report her? I didn't know what the procedures were because I was just a carer. And if I report her, what would happen to her? Will she be arrested? What will she lose her job? Is it worth reporting? After she doesn't know what's happening. The patient doesn't know what's happening, and you can just let it go. But if I let it go, will she keep doing it? Exactly. But at the point, I felt like you're an agency. You just came to do your work. Just do your work quietly and leave. Knowing what I know now, I think I know the right thing to do now. But then
yeah,
so that's
exactly.
Very, very
exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have to have. It's good to have compassion, but then if you don't report, the person will keep on abusing the individual, You understand? Maybe the person, that was the time that you saw it. The next time she might do it, but in a serious way. What about if the person is hurt? You understand? To the extent of maybe being unconscious or, dying or whatever. It's not likely to report someone, but then that is the right thing to do to prevent any harm, any more serious damage or harm to the individual. You understand? So Alex, will you like to say something? Hello.
Okay. I'm here now.
Sorry.
Okay,
Do
I
you
can hear
want
you now.
to? Yeah. Do you want to say something about whistleblowing?
Okay, yeah. What I know about whistleblowing is probably raising alarm for the wrongdoings you witness as a carer.
Yes.
Yeah, a situation maybe you things are supposed to be done in the right way, done wrongly. So it's your own right, like maybe raise an alarm by appropriate authorities and informing them what's actually going wrong, so they can be on time.
Exactly. Well done. Well done. The two of you've raised a very some good points out there. Yeah. So whistleblowing is reporting the wrongs that is done to the authority, be it the manager or whoever is in charge of the company. You understand? Like if someone abuses someone, you don't have to keep quiet. You have to whistle blow it. Yeah, you whistle blow to the manager, or the coordinator, or whoever is in charge of it. That Mrs. Brown has been pushed by so and so. Mrs. Brown has been he's been shouted at by or he's been pushed or bruised or whatever. That's a whistle blowing. So anything that is wrong, anything that is not good has to be whistle blowed. Yeah. So whistle blow policy has to be followed. Data protection policy too. Yeah, data protection. Can you tell me something about data protection? Data.
Okay, I think data protection has to do with the person's your carer, your someone under information about shouldn't be open source. You keep it private, you keep it in close knit.
Excellent. Well done. Information about the individual, it's just like confidentiality. It's in relation with confidentiality. But this is policy. It's also another policy. So the information about the individual has to be protected. You can't give information of the individual out just like that, but you have to give it out when it is needed, at the right time, to the right people. You understand? Who are in need of it. Is that right?
Yeah.
And also, importance of providing dignified care. Yeah, you have to ensure that the individual is given dignified care. You respect the individual. You don't treat the individual anyhow. You treat the individual according to his wishes, his preferences and needs. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to ensure equality. Equality Act 2010 has to come in as well. Equality and diversity. Equality, ensure that the individual is treated equally, regardless of their background, their race, their gender, their religion. You have to ensure that everyone is treated equally.